Hey folks, so just going to do a quick video about exporting our scan results. So at one level, when we're running a product scan, all we're trying to do is find deals, but it actually pays to be a bit more organized and methodical about how we do this. And after we've run through the whole process of running scans, sorting out the results, working out which stuff we want to buy, that we actually make an export of those results. So if we do that, the way our process flow works, we do that based on a retailer by retailer basis, and we want to store those results and put them somewhere safe, so that we can, well, a couple of things really. We can go back in time and see what was hot in Q4 last year. I wish I had those export results right now so I could see what was going on in the different retailers and what was available. But more and more working with other people, with tactical arbitrage, collaborating with other users. Let's say we know something's going on in Screwfix this week and that we should be grabbing some stuff, but it's a bit of a beast. So if we take the bulk list that we've built for Screwfix and we chop it up into 3 parts, give it out to 3 tactical arbitrage users, we can collaborate, sort the results, go through it 3 times as quick as doing it on your own. Probably keep your sanity as well. And then to swap those results between different users, then the export function is the way to go. So it's a super useful thing to get into the habit of doing. So as I said, it's all about running a scan, or that's what it looks like to start with. And we run a scan because we get an email in from Top Cashback or Quidco or from whoever saying, hey, there's a deal going on in this store. And we think, right, let's go and make the most of it. Or we'll get a notification from retailers. We're signed up for notifications for all the retailers on tactical arbitrage. So we'll get that storm of crap on a Friday afternoon of things that look like deals but aren't deals. But then we also get the notifications of real deals, big 20% off offers around Easter time from certain vendors. So we see those and we go and grab them. Or we've got a scheduled scan because we get everything scanned at least once every 2 weeks, probably once every 10 days. So there's various reasons why we run a scan, but we do run a scan. We get records returned by that, potential deals. We then go through, we save what we like, and we get a saved list. We go through the detailed record matching process, make sure that we don't go buying stuff by mistake. And then the output of that is our retailer pick list. And then once we've got that retailer pick list, we want to be exporting those records. And that's what this video is about, is just to cover how we do that and what does that look like. So if we pop into, just going to go into my Finder first of all, which is on my Mac here. Go into our Team Mastermind folder, look at the exports. There's a folder in here for 2017. There needs to be a folder built in here for every one of the retailers. So I'd say at the moment we've got about 20 of them done. 20 different retailers fully scanned and sorted and organized. And under each of these retailers, there should be a folder created, which is the retailer's name and the date that export was actually made. Now it seems a bit crazy, we've got all these folders on top of each other, but one of the odd things about tactical arbitrage, when we create a TA file, which is an export file, if you change the name of that file, it corrupts the contents, which is really pants. And let's hope that changes in future, because that hasn't been thought through very well at all. So unfortunately we can't edit this file name. We can't put in more significant information in there, such as the date and the retailer. So to capture that information, such as the date and the retailer, then we have to create a subfolder. So as I say, all this lives here in the exports in our mastermind top level directory. So exports, there we go. So let's say we've covered off 20 retailers right now, all in the UK. We need to create one of these folders for each of those people. So let's just go through now and do the B&Q one and do the Currys one. So let's go and find tactical arbitrage. Here we go. So I'm in the save list. We know how this looks when you get records, early match records that in view data, then all the other stuff goes into save list. That is sorted for us into our retailer pick lists. So let's have a look at B&Q. B&Q should be a very small subset. There we go. There's just a handful of items here, which we've which are kicking around in B&Q at this point in time. Need to rescan this and structure it again. But there we go. So I've got a B&Q. I want to export the data. It only takes a second. It creates one of these TA files. I will go into my Finder, take this file. This is a TA file for B&Q. Go in here into exports. B&Q, there we go. Right, I didn't create my subfolder, so do this a little bit backwards, but it's called B and Q. Today's date is April 10, 2017. There we go. And if we're going to be a bit OCD, just make it look tidy. Cool. So get my order right. This time it's curries. New folder. Call it curries. 10th of April 17. Get it tidy. And we'll go in and find the curries folder. It'll be in here. I'm assuming curries was completed or has something in it. Yeah, it's got a handful of items. I actually want one of these myself. I actually want one. I should be buying this for myself. There we go. And so note to self, go and buy one of those later on for using the Wi-Fi in the garden. Right, okay, so coming down to doing an export data. It pops up in there. I will go now to my downloads. This guy moved. Tactical Ventures, Mastermind, Exports, 2017, Curries. Today's file. There we go. Okay, I'll arrange that and be a little bit OCD. There we go. So that was a run through of how we do the exports. We do the exports after we've done a significant scan. So if we go off later on and do a full scan on Littlewoods, and we're sorting that out over the next sort of 9 hours, I would say 9 to 14 hours, sorting through that, you know, on the back burner now and again. Then after we've done all that work, and let's say we add 15, 20 more items to our pick list, then we'll do a fresh export on that pick list. So we don't just do the new items, we do everything that's in the Littlewoods pick list for this month, and the intention is to capture everything that this scan has thrown up. And like I say, the good thing about that is we've got a record of it. Right now it's April, so it's the start of Q2. It's going into spring. It's all about Easter. We'll always have a record of what was hot and what was going on around this time. And if we're working with somebody else, we can send through those tactical arbitrage exports and help them out. So there we go. That was 8 minutes about exports. And note to self: go off and buy that Wi-Fi power line adapter. Okay, cheers.